Shalom. Want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Machar Chodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, and salutations to you brothers who's pushing this truth to the four corners, the highways and byways. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Machar Chodash. Now basically this video here, another video is inspired by discussion I had, all right, and it's concerning the doctrine of multiple wives, all right. Let's get in on it. This is 1 Corinthians 7, reading verse 29. It says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they which have wives be as though they had none." All right, because the time that we have short, right? And what this is talking about? This is talking about the time, basically to do the work, to push this word, right? We ain't got time for lay low. We ain't got time for, basically be on the sluggard or rest back spirit. We gotta be on the toes. We gotta be circumspect. We gotta keep watch, right? And there's not much that we got time that you say that we can have generations to have coming after us. A lot of generation, meaning we could make children and make an inheritance or a name in this place, this wicked kingdom. All right. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now is the time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Exactly. So according to the scripture, it is lawful to have multiple wives. But we here in GMSA, we don't push, make it a push for you brothers to have it, make it a trend, or to push to have wives. Brothers, even like myself, we have multiple wives, but there's a reason why we don't push it. Because having multiple wives, it takes a lot of it takes focus, and the amount of focus that it makes a toll on how you effectively push work in this truth. All right, because you got to constantly be, monitoring your household. All right, you gotta you can't enjoy your wives because of this wicked place. You gotta keep always putting them in check, and stuff like that. See? Get another precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." Right? And it goes down the prophecy, because this is the time that Yahushua is about to return. All right? And there's no time for really giving into giving slack. All right? to be given slack, right? The scripture say, call you a young man because you are mighty and strong, right? He needs our strength. Scripture even says in Proverbs, you know, give not thy strength unto women. All right. So this is one of the reasons that we don't push it, because men, you know, that without wives and responsibility and diligent in this truth, they push more effectively than men that have wives, family, and multiple wives at that fact. All right. And I'm a living testimony, because hey, there's some brothers. I mean, I ain't gonna compare myself with brothers because the scripture talk about comparing. But I'm gonna tell you, in my walk, in the early part of this truth, I didn't have much wives. I didn't have multiple wives. It was me. All right. And well, in the early I was on fire, boy. No Elam, Edomite, nobody can pass. You can't slip up. You know, there's not a lot on your mind to take, because you got a responsibility and care in this world. You know. They not putting down that men who have family, you know, that hey, there's no salvation for you. All right, but just putting that the fact that the reason why we don't push, you know, brothers, for you gonna get this multiple wife. That time will come. That time is going to come. All right, that Isaiah chapter 4. Yeah, that time will come. The scripture says there's a time for everything. All right. And even in the time until that come, while it's tarrying, the Most High is what farming us to prepare us for that time. A lot of us brothers, hey, we not prepared for that time. And basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna push for it, and you're gonna basically strain your psyche, basically strain the you know, wear yourself out, wear yourself. Alright? So going back in the 1 Corinthians chapter 7, reading back verse 29, it says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Right? Because what, they gotta be pushing this word, the focus gotta be more on the truth. It says, and they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. All right. So hey, all these things that we have, and as you know, possession, you know, enjoyment and so on. Hey, basically saying that hey, these things these all vain. The things under the sun, the thing in this kingdom is all vain. You know, wearing yourself the labor, right? You're putting out for this world is basically vain. But yet then again, there's scriptures and acts that you need to fulfill. And this is all the work walk in this truth. There's consequences that you need to face as a man. The scripture even says, you know, not say that you should put off your brother, put off your family or your wives. The scripture says, so he that provide not for his household, right, is his own, is worse than an infidel. All right, you're supposed to put in that work. But the point is of this video is the reason why we here at GMS, you know, we don't push right heavy on the multiple wife being a big thing, as much as it's lawful. All right, but hey, that's over to you, because hey, you weary yourself, is no one but to be blamed but you. Just make sure that you brace. But again, there's an advice out to the scripture. All right. Anyway, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, reading verse 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Alright? Because hey, this kingdom here, the things they gonna pass away. All these nice stuff that you're seeing, you know, the women walking naked out in the street, money, fame, and these things look like certain certain men, they making it in this kingdom, and you not. You know, certain men fancying themselves wearing the gay clothing and these things. Alright, you want to impress women. You know, you want to get cars, you want to get land and these things. Hey, don't frustrate and wear yourself in these things, because the fashion this world pass away. Alright? But hey, we use this world. We use this world to our advantage. Alright? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. See? Going on. It says, but I would have you without carefulness, right? It says, he that is unmarried careth for the things that belongeth to Yahweh power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says, how he may please the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It goes on to say, but he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. Yeah, you see that? And this is the scripture talking it plain here. Because we can basically you can wear yourself. You're gonna be used up. Alright? You're gonna be used up. Say this again why we don't push it, you know? This is why we don't push the heavy. Let me get one more precept and close out. This is 1 Corinthians 10, reading verse 21. It says, ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than him? Yeah, because we living with a jealous power. You put your strength most to the care of this world. Basically, you could lose everything that you're laboring for in this world. Because the scripture says in Psalm, I don't get it. Alright? But anyway, let me finish this off. It says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify it not. Alright? Yeah, these things are lawful, but yet still, you know, don't basically abuse it. Like it's something you have to have done. Alright? Yeah, let me get a precept in Psalm. Yeah, this is Psalms 127, right? Reading verse 1. It says, except the Lord build a house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman watch it. The watchman wake it, but in vain. Exactly, because if your power is not in the midst of your doings and you're going out, you're coming in, your plans and so on, basically, you know, these things are done in vain. Alright? It's done in vain. Anyway, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Akar Kodash. You know, double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, and salutations to you brothers who's pushing the shoot. You know, keep on focus. Shalom.